The alcohol beverage control can take anywhere from 4 to 6 months. And I've had a client before reach out to me where they have a signed lease and they're paying rent without a liquor license. They let me know that they're going to open up in 30 days. And as we just discussed, the process is 4 to 6 months, leaving them about 3 to 4 months behind on revenues for alcohol sales. Hi, my name is Jason Coe with AAA Liquor License Consulting. I've helped over 1,000 clients in the state of California obtain their alcohol license, and here are the most common mistakes that I found. The first common mistake is your ABC paperwork. The ABC paperwork is an application that you file with the Alcohol Beverage Control. It's imperative that it's filled out correctly because if it's incorrect, the ABC will delay your application. Within that, some of the most inefficiencies that I see is when ABC reaches out to an applicant, the applicant is not readily available to respond to said corrections of mistakes. That will delay your application. Filling in your application incorrectly or with the incorrect information will severely delay your application. Some of the common mistakes made on an ABC application is there's about 20 pages, and a lot of people will mistake on signing certain forms. They may fill out their affidavits incorrectly, they may fill out their diagram incorrectly, they may just miss a signature on a page that only needs a sign. The second biggest mistake I see with ABC applications or obtaining an alcohol license from the ABC is zoning. Most people just go to the alcohol beverage control thinking that they can just obtain a license without having to check with the municipality. If you do not get approval from zoning, which is from your local city, the ABC will not issue your liquor license. I had a client come to me before where they had obtained their license from ABC, had done all the necessarily ABC paperwork and filing, but the ABC notified them that the city that they were going into required what they call a conditional use permit, also known as a CUP. Due to the lack of conditional use permit on file with the city, the buyer or applicant was unable to open their doors when they anticipated to. They had reached out to me to find out about conditional use permit consultation, and I was able to expedite that CUP for them, allowing them to open 6 months sooner than what the city had originally anticipated for them for their CUP approval. As you can imagine, this saved them time, money, and actually made them revenues because they were able to open up sooner than what they had thought. Some zoning issues that you may come across is that your location that you're leasing is actually not in a zone to allow for that type of business. In other words, certain cities have zones known as residential, commercial, manufacturing, mixed zone use, etc., etc. The common mistake is that people will go into a zone in which they think is commercial retail, but it's actually considered residential. Therefore, a change of use and a change of zoning is required by the city. That can be a very long and drawn out process, which again is a common mistake people make in obtaining a lease for a premise. If you have questions about your zoning or you're unsure if your location is allowed to have an alcohol license, you can reach out to me, Jason Coe at AAA Liquor License Consulting, and I will do the due diligence for you over at City Planning to 1, ensure that your location is allowed to have an alcohol license, and 2, if it is, advise on whether any conditional use permit, also known as a CUP, is required. The third most common mistake I see is that people or buyers do not obtain their liquor license within a reasonable time. The alcohol beverage control can take anywhere from 4 to 6 months. And I've had a client before reach out to me where they have a signed lease and they're paying rent without a liquor license. They let me know that they're going to open up in 30 days. And as we just discussed, the process is 4 to 6 months, leaving them about 3 to 4 months behind on revenues for alcohol sales. We did everything we could over here at AAA Liquor License Consulting to expedite said process. We were able to get the license issued in 60 days rather than the 4 to 6 month process, which that buyer was then able to open their doors 4 months sooner than the anticipated date. The ABC process can take 4 to 6 months. The first month alone, you have to put a posting up for 30 days. Your 30-day protest period does not start until you put that poster up. So a common mistake in delaying yourself is receiving your ABC posting notice and not putting it up right away. I've had some clients that put their posting notice up 60 days after they've received it from the ABC. You've just delayed yourself 60 days by doing that. So when you retain my services, I'm going to advise and coach you and tell you exactly when and where you need to put that poster, exactly when and when we have to send out that ABC mailer to the 500-foot residence. And on top of all of that, coordinate your final inspection with the alcohol beverage control. These matters are in your hand when you do your application yourself, and the delays that you will run into is because you are not on top of the ABC because your time is limited. Your time is set on trying to set up your restaurant or bar with all the intricacies that go along with that outside of your alcohol beverage control license. So these delays that you may hit will be alleviated when you retain services from AAA Liquor License Consulting. If you've run into any of these common mistakes that we've just listed, I want you to be sure to call me because I will help alleviate your concerns and take care of these mistakes that you've made, clean this up for you so you have a clean slate and you're opening up your business on time.